Maybe something in the background. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm RangaDad. This is not financial advice, this is just how I'm seeing the markets today. Just wanted to do a quick update. Looks like we're getting the pullback on Bitcoin that most people suspected would happen around that 4,800 level. We did test it a couple of times in the last few days, and a bit of an indecision candle yesterday, so wick to the upside, wick to the downside, but generally a little bit bearish on that. And it looks like we've just opened the new day and it's down a little bit today. Just go down to the shorter time frames. We are sitting on the 4-hour 20 moving average, or EMA. It's a fair bit of indecision at the moment. Whenever I see big wicks to the downside on Bitcoin, I tend to notice that the price action will come back down to that wick at some stage, and then, or at least down to that wick and then go. Anyway, I still expect it'll probably come down and retest the 45.5. Doesn't necessarily have to. That's a fairly strong level for it to bounce off at the moment. I'll have a quick look on the hourly. Not much going on in the hourly. There might be a bit of a sort of trend line coming in here somewhere. And if we just duplicate that, clone, probably got similar, pretty similar on the downside. So stuck in a little bit of a channel at the moment on the hourly. Probably expecting it to come back down and retest that. That's a 100 EMA there. We are down below the 50 and the 20 EMAs on the hourly, so it'll take a little bit to get back through them. But looking at this, it's a fairly typical pullback for Bitcoin, and yeah, expecting like this level down here makes a lot of sense. The 45,500 on the 4-hourly, you've got the 50 moving average that should come up very close to it soon. On the daily, what do we got on the daily? Not much coming close on the daily. Oh yeah, that's right. The 200 is going to probably come up to that level pretty soon as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do come down here, it might wick down and bounce off that 200. And then on the hourly, again, you've got the 200 hourly coming close to that level of support. So I'm expecting a bit of churn sideways and down to that level. But watching for any signs of turnaround. At the moment, we're not really seeing anything particularly bullish on the hourly. I'd be looking for it to break out of this channel before I got too excited about a move through that resistance. We'll head over to Ethereum. Yeah, it's sort of chugging around that resistance level that I had drawn a while back. Again, probably looking for a pullback. Probably for Ethereum, yeah. Let's just go to the daily and see if there's any key levels around the daily. I mean, that resistance level that we've had in there for a while has obviously proven to be a good resistance level for the daily. Would have been a good take profit level. And yeah, just looking at that, there might be this level here might be a good pullback level. Might just move that support up to there. I think if Bitcoin's not going to go further down than the 45,500, then I'd suspect Ethereum would probably pull back to this level here as well, which the 200 EMA is going to be close to that. And I'd dare say the 20 EMA on the daily will be up there by that time as well. So yeah, I don't think we're looking at any ball-tearing rallies at the moment. You know, nothing that sort of looks like it's preparing to be a blow-off top, all-time high, that sort of stuff. Bitcoin shorts has jumped a little bit. Just that's fairly common with those sort of short-term pullbacks. So nothing to be overly concerned about, but certainly am expecting to pull back. Just wanted to quickly flag this. We've just been keeping an eye on this as the canary in the coal mine, the US 2-year versus 10-year. I've got it as a minus there, but you can do it as a divide either way. If this thing goes above the 0% line, then that's the canary in the coal mine for a recession within the next 12 to 18 months. So again, recommend looking at FX Evolution stuff for a macro view of what's happening globally. He does some great analysis, and on the basis of that, I was sort of looking for a pretty positive April, and then probably a pullback after that, sort of the May-June area, probably around June, I'd say. And then I'm not going to even guess what's going to happen after that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Might be a little bit of an increase up into Christmas. But that's a long way out when you're trading stuff. I also wanted to just flag that it looks like the market kind of tried to close the gap that it's had on a lot of these indices, but it certainly didn't overnight. So I'm still expecting a bit more of a pullback. Smash through some of these resistance levels there. I was surprised yesterday when it went through some of these levels. I mean, that there could actually be retesting that level as a support, but I like this level here as a support more so. Yeah, looking for it to close that gap. Whether it comes much further down before it goes again, we'll have to wait and see. IWM's pretty similar. It looked like it was going to reclaim the 210 mark, which was our massive channel that we had for, I think, over a year. XLI, yeah, it's come back into this channel, so looking for a breakout of that. But as you can see, there's been a few false breakouts of this in the past, so be pretty careful with that. What else have we got? The VIX has dropped right back. It is below the 20 level. I like the 25 level as a real show of, okay, there's something going on here. But a lot of people use the 20. Anything above the 20, and it looks like you're in for some volatility. Below the 20, you're looking for generally an uptrend. So that is a positive thing. The Aussie market is still going strong, though. Surprised me a little bit. We're actually looking at all-time highs here, I think. Yeah. So looking at 76.30-ish as an all-time high. That would be quite impressive and insane. I'm glad I put my super back into some shares and stuff, rather than the interest earning options. But yeah, that's that you would expect that to have a pullback at least to this resistance level here. There's been a lot of resistance around that level, and then we'll see what happens after that. But generally, you're probably going to get some new all-time highs here. Just a lot of strength through that. It is getting a bit overdone at the moment, though, so that's where the pullback will come in, I think. Just do a quick check. Have a quick look at Luna. Luna looks like it might be pulling back a little bit. Again, it's kind of forming a bit of a flag here. Bit of an uptrend. So potentially pull back to this bottom of this channel and go again. I have to wait and see. It's probably not a bad take profit level though, that one. If you got it. Yeah, have a look at a couple more. Have a look at a couple of the shit coins that I like. Most of these have had a reasonable run. Veracity looking strong. It looks like it's reclaimed that support. That's good. Lossless, yeah, just chugging away. Bloody Synapse is going nuts. This is not trading on any major exchange at the moment, I don't think, but it's not a bad run, 32%. Network, yeah, it's looking pretty strong as well. Let's claim some of the resistance. Polka City, it's looking pretty good as well. Cedarify Fund, looks like it's turning around a bit. I think the bottom on a lot of these is probably in for a little bit. We're getting the run with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're still seeing a bit of an increase in these altcoins. So expect these to potentially run in the next month or so. KDA, yeah, it's chugging sideways a bit. You've got to remember most of these are very speculative. Luvium's going all right. IMX is going pretty good. Super's looking pretty strong after they released that the Imposters NFT drop. If it can hold above that, then it's probably going up to the next target. Is realistically, I think it's there. So we'll just put a resistance level in there. So in general, market's looking okay. Expecting a bit of a pullback on the general stock market in the US still, but April's normally a strong month for stocks in the US, so I don't see that really changing this April. I'll have to keep an eye on it. I'll do a quick check of the spreadsheet as well. As you can see, the portfolio is actually up now, 6%. This is paper trading, obviously. Now would probably be a good time to start to add a little bit to some of these positions. So Sol, some of the ones that are down still around 52%, 49%, things like that. If I'm liking them, probably not a bad time to average in a little bit more. I don't think it's worthwhile putting too much more onto things like Luna and IMX, just based on the fact they've had a bit of a run. Potentially, you'd be looking to start to take some profits out of here and move it into other coins. You could do it that way, or if you just, this is a sit and hold thing, you can just average into some of the ones that aren't doing as well if you still believe in them. So I might have a look at that and do a bit of a rebalance in the near future. Anyway, that's not too bad considering how much red we've got. This thing's going to go nuts if we do get a big altcoin run. Hopefully that helps you guys. As I said, not financial advice, but have fun trading and watching those candles. Catch you later.